As I was watching that game yesterday, I saw a lot of things happen earlier where I was like, what the fuck's going on here? One of them was somebody mentioned that, if the Colts lose this game, by the way, they're probably not in the playoffs. And I said, how did I not know this? I talk about the NFL literally every day of my fucking life. I am maybe the loudest Colts fan, although the Colts in their social media department say it's Dan Orlovsky, but I am probably the person with the biggest platform that is associated with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm not saying I'm anywhere near the greatest or most well-known Colts fan. I'm just saying on a day-to-day basis, I think I am a person that is a representative of a franchise in a program here in Indianapolis as the Indianapolis Colts.
Mm-hmm. That's safe to say.
So I rode the wave of this team every single day, every single week, every single thing on this show, and I thought to myself, well, goddamn, the Colts are the team that's going to get going. The Colts are right now in a position to win in January.
That's right.
They got a running back who's a fucking MVP candidate. How you doing? Keep it moving.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Offensive line has 2 top 100 players on it.
Yeah.
2 top 100 players on one offensive line.
Stat that.
That's real stat, unlike your fucking tweets that we will have to get to that have been getting into Reddit. You can't just use hashtag stat that as bullshit theories that you think in your head.
How do you sleep at night?
Have a little respect for stat
You
that.
disrespected the internet, you disrespected the NFL, and you definitely disrespected stat that.
I thought they were real. They probably are.
Yeah, that's not what stat that means is probably.
You're a bad guy.
That's a
Better
bad guy.
person than you are.
Stat
You're a bad
that.
guy. Boo!
Thank you.
You guys must be forgetting that this is the first 18-week regular season, and everything that happens this season is the first time ever.
Yeah, that's not what you were referring to.
Stat
But
that.
anyways, we had 2. I mean, that is real. Stat that, that is.
Stat that.
Finally, a good
Anyways,
step
Connor
up.
disrespected the internet and stat that yesterday. We will talk about it at some point in this particular thing, but there's 2 top 100 players playing offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. There's an MVP candidate in the back. There's a quarterback getting paid $30 million. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you got a defensive player of the year candidate, numerous Pro Bowlers. There was not on a run where you beat the dog shit out of the Bills.
Yeah.
What?
In Buffalo. Beat the Pats at home. Beat the dog shit out of the Pats. Beat the Cards with no players.
Yeah.
No players beat the Cards. This is all in a matter of like a month, literally, during Christmas, not that long ago. So the thought that the Colts might not make the playoffs never even broached conversation in here.
Nope.
I don't think it broached conversation anywhere around Indianapolis. I think a lot of us here in Indy were learning during the game in Clown Town.
Yeah.
Clown Town.
Clanton.
Content.
Downtown, Clowntown, Duval County.
Yep.
A celebration of clowns took over Shad Khan's Pool Paradise because fans were so disgusted with how the team was being run because the team was so bad. Their own fans were burying the program about how bad they were. Their own fans were showing up saying this place is a fucking clown show organization. Which is what Joe Judge said about Washington. Washington obviously beats the fuck out of Joe Judge so much
Right.
so that Dave Gettleman's about to retire.
Exactly.
Anyways, that is what the Jacksonville a niche group, not everybody, but a niche group were talking so much shit on their own organization. They had a plane fly overhead. Clown time. The Colts, 7 Pro Bowlers, MVP candidate, Defensive Player of the Year candidate, on a run, beating everybody, loses to that bad. Knocked out of the fucking playoffs. Now the Colts are dead. Carson Wentz is out another $15 million next year. There's a lot of conversation about Frank Reich. What the fuck? How does this even happen? I got a lot of those questions too, but it's not just Frank. It's like the boys on the field.
Yeah.
How do you lose to Jacksonville? It's hard to play down there. No, it isn't. You guys got the number 1 pick again.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's not hard to play down.
You got the number 1 pick again. They almost lost the number 1 pick because of how good they played yesterday. And by the way, I would like to say, too, the Clowntown's defense, if this season was another 12, 13 weeks long, they're just getting in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
The fucking defensive line, they made the offensive line for the Colts look terrible.
Bad.
They were able to stuff Jonathan Taylor. Now, granted, we were not going to Jonathan Taylor first. We wanted to put it on Carl Wentz's shoulders for sure.
Makes sense.
Guy doesn't turn the ball over along the road.
Yeah, and fucking stand-up Archuleta and Bryant leading that show with Carson Wentz has been very good with the football this year. It's like, what? You didn't watch any film.
Nope.
You didn't watch it. He threw 10 picks in one game. The other team didn't catch him. That is a part of the, it's just, anyways, congrats to the Steelers because the Colts lose to Clanton.
Thank you, Pat.
But the fucking Jags looked unbelievable
Thank you,
yesterday.
Jags.
Just so everybody knows, the Jags looked unbelievable yesterday. The Colts looked terrible. Now we got a long off season. And, Kenny Moore came out and said, thanks to Colts Nation for good and bad times and all that. And, we'll come back better. And Darius Leonard said, I'm getting in the offseason and all that.
Here we go.
Ain't nobody in Indy want to hear that, man.
No.
Ain't nobody. This year was going to be, this is going to be Super Bowl. We're going. Last year, made it to the playoffs with Phil Rivers. Phil Rivers couldn't move.
Nope.
Phil Rivers couldn't move the ball. He couldn't literally move at all. He literally just stood there and just did his thing, made the playoffs because how good defense was, how good everybody else was. This year, don't even make the fucking playoffs. I mean, this is all systems go on. Everybody's seeing red here in Indy, and I think the Irsay family has proved that they're consistent. Jim, I'm talking about Jim, very consistent, not a lot of turnover, doesn't enjoy that, actually hates that, would pull the trigger later as opposed to earlier, but it's getting loud for old Frank Reich on the internet right now, and I don't know how the boys lose there. I don't know how. You know what I've had to do now since I am like the face of the fucking Colts, and I just remember that we had these, I sent these to Foxy yesterday. You know what my life consisted of yesterday after that game ended?
What's that?
A bunch of fucking clown emojis with mustaches burying me.
Oh, no.
I mean, burying. Go. There's a bunch of, it was nonstop, same emoji. Sorry, last one. Maybe, says Penny's thoughts. Just fire, Balky. There's another one. I'm here for this douche's meltdowns. A clown. Teal Tomahawk. And then Dahn, back and put respect on Jag's name when you talk about, because they're Colts kryptonite since the top 3 quarterback retired. AKA, man, y'all motherfuckers got the first pick in the draft again. Ain't nobody putting respect on you. You're not putting respect on your teams, and you got a clown as your fucking emoji. But this is what I actually kiss our teal asses. Good morning, Pat McAfee Show. Just a reminder, the Colts will not be in the playoffs. Matt Hole!
Come on, Matt.
This team has not been in the playoffs.
Come on.
And he is just right in sending this to me. This clown is right. Because what happened yesterday, after that game yesterday, and then it's not just.
Oh, my God.
By the way, it's not just clowns on the internet around Clown Town, Duval County.
Holy
okay,
shit.
this whole thing has kind of crept into our group text messages.
Absolutely.
So our group text messages this morning, as we're getting ready for the show, lots happening. A lot of coaches were fired. Flores, he won 8 of the last 9 games. See you later. Nagy, Zimmer, Fangio, I'm talking, there's a lot of big time news happening around the NFL that maybe we could talk about instead of the Colts thing, but no. Even in the group text, they just sent this over like 20 minutes ago. A perfect QBR, 100.
Okay.
Average QBR, 50.
Makes sense.
So it's not like grades. Average would be 70s,
Right.
70s or whatever. In the NFL quarterback QBR, 50 is the average. In a play-in game, which I didn't know it was. I assumed they did.
Yeah, I would guess they did.
Maybe.
And last week, by the way, against the Raiders was as well, I guess.
Right.
And how's your family? What a fucking win. We will talk about that.
Yeah.
Because Staley's ended up on the side of a stat that isn't that great, but it'll be ignored because the greater stats say something different. Whatever.
Stat
that. That was actual. They're not like your bullshit.
Well, I still think mine are.
In a playing game against the worst team in football, number 1 pick again.
Yep.
Carson Wentz posted a QBR of 4.4. What are we doing?
Yikes.
Is that a real number?
I don't know where the 4.4 came from, to be honest, after watching.
Yeah.
I guess there was a completion or 2 out there, but what the fuck happened?